Hello guys and welcome to Havoc Forging. This is Auxi Klutch and today I have a really neat aesthetic tutorial for you guys. This is the weapons case that or at least I showed you guys in the aesthetic showcase of the UNSC Armory that Preacher made. So I've taken one of the cases here and I have decided to do a little tutorial for it. So this tutorial may run a little bit longer than others because there are lots and lots of various pieces here that go into this aesthetic, but it's really neat. It's definitely something that if you guys can put into infection maps or get it to work, you know, in your maps, this is definitely something that will be an eye catcher and really improve, you know, the whole scenery and the vibe of your map. So there are about 30 pieces though. That is the it's only kind of the only downfall in this little location. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start building this. So over here I have, you know, most of the pieces already laid out. There are some other pieces I'm going to grab from the example. But for starters, we are going to grab the trims here. These trims are the edges of, you know, the boundary. It shows like the whole outside of the case, and it's just the trims corner out rounded. And now what we're going to grab is kind of like the tops and the bottoms that kind of enclose the top and the bottom of the case. So this is just, you know, a simple block piece here, and it's kind of got a really cool piece usage that Preacher made because it kind of has these little latches that add a little bit more to your aesthetic. So now what we're going to grab here is let's see, I think I have it over here. We're going to go ahead and grab the backdrop here. And this is just a simple block. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it in the back, and we are going to kind of stick it out just a smidge bit, just so we can have some space for our weapons to rest on. If I'm going a little fast, I'm sorry. It's just it's kind of, I want to make this go by as quickly as possible, and we're going to create this. I'll stop occasionally so you guys, if you guys are building this, you can catch up. So now that we have the back in place, we're going to go over to our example here, and I did not duplicate the floors because I wanted to show the exact height that they were on so you guys can see where the little lip is, and it shows a little bit more definition and depth into it. As you guys can see here, it doesn't go immediately, or at least flat all together. So once that's in place, we are going to add the roof top now, and the rooftop, you know, it's not really visible. It's more of just something that you can add if you really need it. It's not something that's really necessary. But for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and add it in for our aesthetic. So I'm going to add that in there. And let's make sure that it's at least covering most of the part. The lights, for the most part, are going to kind of, you know, shine that away. So, all right. So now that we kind of have the whole aesthetic kind of, you know, the outer shell, we got the roof, we got the bottom, and we got the back wall. Let's go ahead and add some of our detailing. So these are the shelving pieces that he used, and these are the railing shieldeds, and he has them kind of tilted, I believe, at a 15-degree angle. And what we're going to do is we're going to place these more on the left side of this, I guess this case here. We're going to lay them a little bit right about there. We may need to adjust these a little bit later for when we place our rocket launcher. So I already have it at the basic height, so it's you know, it kind of will rest up there, kind of at the top. So now what we're going to go ahead and grab here is the I guess you could say the boundaries that will hold the rocket launcher, or I guess the two shelving units for the rocket launcher. And what he's got here is this one's more tilted than the other one here, and that will connect with these two shelvings, you know, to kind of make it feel like it's more connected all together. So now that we have those in place, we are going to go ahead and grab our lighting. Now with the lighting, he has one light fixture overhead and I believe 1x3 small. So we'll go ahead and put these in individually. So this overhead one will be going over the sniper rifle and the pistols whenever we place them in there. And let's go ahead and place that as accurately as possible. And let us go ahead and add the light that is going to go overhead of the rocket launcher. So let's go ahead and get in here, and we're going to place that right there. Perfect. And this light is going to be the light that's going to shine on the outside. So whenever we place our green casing on the outside, this light will shine over the decal bullet that symbolizes that this is a weapons case. You know, there are going to be weapons inside. So right about there is just fine. We're going to go ahead and tweak this just right about there. That's pretty solid. So now I did not duplicate these. Whoops, my bad. We're going to go ahead and grab these just simple UNSC crates, and these are actually really nice little more aesthetics, I guess you could say, when he adds it into this, you know, overall, because it's you know, it's just the little fine details that add more to your map, and he's placed these in such a way it creates a really nice display, and it's really easy on the eyes to understand what's all happening here, and Preacher just did an overall good job with it. So now that we have most of the case done, we're going to go ahead and place the railing here. And this railing bar is going to kind of hold our rocket launchers in place. You know, you wouldn't have rocket launchers just kind of standing up on its own, and this is a really neat piece to show that the rockets are not standing up on their own, they're kind of being rested behind. So with that being in place, let's go ahead and duplicate our weapons here. Now you can add whatever weapons that you would like. I'm sure that you can add weapons that would, you know, fit other than rocket launchers, maybe Spartan lasers, rail guns, various weapons altogether. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate our pistols. And we're going to rest them on the second shelf as well. So whatever, let's go ahead and place those. And for the most part, just kind of rest them on top. You can maybe tilt these to rest against the bar. I think that's what I'm going to do, just to make it look a little bit easier, to make it show that they're kind of resting on the bar rather than not. So I'm just going to adjust these real quick, and there we are. So let's go ahead and duplicate the sniper rifle, and this part is just kind of, you know, just placing your weapons, finding out where you want to place them. You know, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here, but I like this display because it was kind of easier to build for the tutorial, but I also feel it's also the cleanest one, and I thought this would just be perfect. So, and last but not least, let us get us our grenades that we place in there, and the inside is completed. So now that we have the inside completed, we are going to go ahead and grab our outside pieces. And the outside pieces are just some more trim rounded corners, another detailed, or not detailed, simple block, and a bullet decal of whatever color that you would like. And we're going to go ahead and place these on in here. Now, let's see, let's go ahead and find just about the right height and center this just right. So now that seems like be the right height and the right scaling. So now our bullet was disappointing there. That's scaring me. So let's move this light out a little bit, and let's move it up just so ever so slightly and push it back. So now that the light will go over the bullet decal that is for some reason glitching out on me. So I won't be doing the scripting tutorial, but overall this is the entire tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. So with that, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I will take these out just so you guys get one last look on the inside. So let's go ahead and take this off. And that is it. We have our weapons case. You can script it where the button pushes from the showcase, and these green things will fall. So hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Auxi Klutch, and have a good one.